Greetings, people of the internet. This is Scott with CircWorks, and this is 100 Days of Making Comics. I believe this is day 12. And so what is 100 Days of Making Comics? It's where I set aside time in my busy schedule to make at least 30 minutes of time to work on my personal comic book projects. If you've been following me, you'll know that I'm working on issue 3 of my comic book, Young and the Dead. It's a zombie story. Sorry, there's a little bug or something there. It's a zombie story. It's kids versus zombies, and it's kind of like my homage to Goonies, Monster Squad, all those type of great 80s kid-centric movies. And a little change of scenery today. I got out of the heat. I live in Arizona, and just outside of Phoenix, where it's pretty hot. So I just decided, you know what? I'm going to go up to northern Arizona, where it's a little bit cooler, and with some nice pine trees. And I decided to take a little hike today. I'm actually on top of a mountain, so you can see that. What a nice view that is. You check that out. So yeah, I figured I'd take a little hike, go up a mountain, and think about my story, and do a little bit of sketching. So that's what I'm doing. Let's see. So what am I thinking about my story today? I did get 30 minutes in today. I've been still working on that script, hammering out. I'm at a point now I'm getting towards the end, and that doesn't necessarily mean I'm done with the script, because it's not really a linear thing. I'll go back to the front and change things and look it over again. But as far as the progression, I'm working on sort of the end of my story, where the kids in my story have just arrived at this arcade / ice cream shop, and they're going to meet a new character, which I haven't really thought a whole lot about. I'm a little bit, but not so much. There's no character design or anything like that. I have a rough understanding of what he's all about, or what his physical attributes and things like that. Some of his personality. Anyway, so his name is David Dinkman, and the arcade is called the Rinky Dink, and that's sort of when I was growing up, there was a little ice cream shop called Rinky Dink. So a lot of stuff in my story I pull from my childhood. It was just a little corner ice cream shop, and for whatever, that struck a chord with me, so I decided to name that. And I kind of named the guy after that, like it had, so it was named after him in the story. Anyway, so just a little bit of useless trivia. So I'm creating this character, and I wanted him. I'm thinking along the lines of, if you've seen Tron, because a lot of this stuff I'm just pulling ideas and themes and little bits and pieces from 80s movies that I love. But if you've seen Tron, you'll know Flynn's Arcade. I kind of want it based on that, but this is the character's not exactly like Flynn. He's kind of a schlubby guy, but he's like a computer whiz and everything, and that's one of the reasons why the kids are going to see him, because they need some help with some computer stuff. But so I don't want to give too much information away of what happens when they find him and everything, and what happens after that. But anyway, so I'll just show you a few of these sketches. I'm not too crazy about any of these right now, but man, it is like super bright here. That's why I'm squinting so much. So this is kind of what I worked on today. I'm not real sure. I was thinking maybe give him like a skullet or something, or maybe just kind of fluffy, curly 80s style hair, and I don't know. So these, I'm still working on it. I might, I don't know. He'll probably change quite a bit from these sketches, but I'm just playing around right now with some different ideas of what he would look like and all that stuff. So that's what I'm doing today. Don't know. I may get back and do a little more work on my comic book, but I'm kind of taking it easy today. Like I said, I got to hike down this mountain, get back, and I think I'm gonna go take the side-by-side out and trail around on the trails, and if that makes sense, I don't know. Anyway, just gonna have some fun. But I do, I'm up at my dad's place, and he does have a little laptop, so I should be able to upload this stuff just fine. And well, of course, if you're listening to this on the day that I've recorded it, then you already know that. So yeah, having a good time working on comics, relaxing, getting away from that client work. So I guess that's about it. I'll see you guys later. That is all. Hey, how's it going? I don't know if you can hear me over the sound of the engine, but I think earlier I mentioned that this was episode 12. I think I had that wrong. I believe it's actually episode 13, which hopefully that's not unlucky number, because it looks like there's a cliff coming up ahead.